Alright, what's up? Welcome back to Sports Performative Podcast. It's your boy Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
Ashley Ray.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Straight.
Fighting.
Okay. Well, this is your weekly conversation on mental health, social issues, and other contributing factors plaguing society. This is What's the Remedy Podcast. And we are back.
We back. We black. We back.
Ashley
It's Black History.
Ashley got a lot of energy. Shit, no, by the time this drops, it won't be Black History Month.
It was
My bad. It's always Black History.
Hey.
Black History every month.
Hey.
There you go. But we're going to jump right into today's episode. So today we're going to discuss a little bit about, we're going to call it code switching, but it's basically just about how, as you move to different levels of your life, things have to change. One of those things being like jobs. When you move to jobs, you don't use your colloquial language.
Oh, we use big words.
Yeah.
20 points.
Put out your Googles. Siri, what is
Cyrus.
colloquialism?
Cyrus.
I named mine Cyrus.
Okay. I'm about to say, keep using big words until it sound disrespect.
Yeah.
So, watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. But no, but like, so you don't use, because colloquial, for those who don't know, colloquial just means that like language that you use with your friends. Like it's like you don't use that kind of speech or anything when you go into different settings. So we're going to discuss a little bit about like how you handle situations like at work or even just different places in your life. It don't have to necessarily be work, just in a different public environment. How do you feel like you change when you go into these settings? Do you feel like you do anything different?
No.
Ashley says no.
And she lying.
Expound, Ashley.
She lying.
I'm lying.
Yes, she lying.
You talk to your coworkers just like you talk to us?
Yeah, I say hi. Hello.
You don't say hi, hello to us.
He said, what's up, niggas?
What's up, niggas? That's what you say when you walk in.
I might take the N word out.
So you still say, what's up when you walk into work?
I say, good morning.
Good morning, hey, what's up?
What's up? Yeah, I do. My black people, I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, but they black. That's different.
My Latinos say, hey, good morning. No.
You racist. Ashley's so racist.
Race card.
Hi,
But-
Becky. I don't know what to say.
Have you ever? There was a video that came out, and because what you said just reminded me of it. It was this girl. She was like a mixed girl, and it was like this wasn't like a comedy video. It was like one of my IG comedians or whatever. But she was going around and they were talking about code switching, and so like when she walked in, she seen like a black homegirl. She was like, "Hey girl, I see you got your natural out."
Oh, yeah.
And then like she's like half Hispanic, so she ran to like the janitor or whatever. So somebody Hispanic that she worked with.
So she
And she was like, she started speaking Spanish. Hey, papi, and she started speaking Spanish to him. Then the white girl comes and like, oh my God, hey. And then it was like she changed to every person that she walked into. And I think that was like the best example of code switching that I'd ever seen. Because I think it's really like that. I mean, I can't speak that much Spanish or nothing like that, but I think I do speak differently when I run into different coworkers. Do you feel like you do the same? Like, do you feel like you change?
Oh, different coworkers?
Yeah, like because you're obviously not gonna speak the same at work that you do in regular times. You're not gonna call people. You ain't gonna say, "Hey, my nigga," like while you at work.
That's not. I mean, like y'all not my work coworkers, so y'all different.
I'm not considering this work at all.
No, I know. So I don't talk to.
So you don't talk to your
I
coworkers?
have never said, "Hey, what's up, nigger." I don't even use that word.
Nigger. He said, "Hey, what's up, nigger?" What? Ashley?
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
No, I hope you never say that.
Gee,
Ashley.
Alright.
Not the way you just said it.
I can't say. Oh my bad. Niggas.
Niggas?
Niggas. Niggas. Nigga with my pencil.
Nigga. You little nigga, a pencil. No, but like you don't have like okay, for one thing you won't say niggas at work probably. Right? I hope. You call people niggas at work? To their face? Ashley, what the hell?
Pray for me.
Okay, but like, let's say you talking
if
about
I gotta go back in that back, they some niggas back.
Okay, but I'm talking about like when you up in the front
Oh.
and you taking phone calls and doing shit like that, you don't be like, nah, my nigga on the phone.
No.
I would hope not, Ashley. I hope for everybody's professional sake that you ain't going around saying.
No, I'm not.
She's very professional.
That's what everybody is.
And I don't know that it even comes like it's probably only there probably because
She'd be like, I'd talk to her, she at work, and I'd be like, she'd be like, man, they try my patience. I just know what to do. Hold on a second. Yes, this is such and such right here. You know what I'm saying? I can give you your stuff.
Yeah. I actually told one of my white coworkers because they were like, they thought I had gotten like real comfortable with them or whatever, right? Because like I called
they wanted to say the N word.
No. So like they thought they were like, I think you talk to me the way you would talk to anybody out like in the world, and I'm like, no, I say nigga like every other word. I haven't said one nigga in front of you. I don't cuss in front of you like because you have a few coworkers that you be cool with, and so like you talk to them like, hey man, did you see what happened with blah blah blah? Like you just talk to them about like regular stuff. And so this was one of those coworkers, but then like they were like, oh well, I think that you talk to me just like you would talk to your friends. I don't.
So if I say at work they got me fucked up, that's wrong.
I mean, it depends on who you're talking to. Right?
Everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't say it to the masses, but like if you have that coworker that you know is cool.
No, I say it to everybody.
No, but if you have a coworker that you know is cool, I would say it's probably okay.
Ain't got one.
You don't think none of your coworkers are cool? None. That's tough. I've been in environments like that before, but yeah, I don't like it. It wasn't fun.
What, you think I'm enjoying this shit?
So does that mean that when you go to work, you dread going to work every day?
Yeah.
That's tough.
I know.
So what do you do about that?
Look for another job.
This podcast is very sad.
Yeah. Actually, you gotta kill the whole movie.
That's what I do. I'm a killer mood motherfucker.
No.
Next.
I mean,
nigger.
So,
Nigger.
Nigger. But
nigger, please.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like you have your coworkers that you can be cool with, and but the
How
whole
you talk
point
to your
is
pastor?
I don't have a pastor. What's that have to do with it? What we talking
That's why I
about?
know how y'all talk to y'all. How you talk to your priest?
No,
Father. You don't say it like that?
no, I don't talk to I don't have a pastor right now. I ain't been to church in a while. But like my mom and them pastor. I mean, I talk to them. My mom and them pastor is actually cool. But I wouldn't like. I'm not gonna be cussing in front of them and shit like that. Like
Be yourself, man. Be yourself.
So okay, that brings up a good topic, Ashley.
Be yourself.
Do you think, because this is actually something that comes up with black people a lot.
Well, I got my 2 pastors that follow me on Facebook, and they be praying for me.
But this is something that comes up a lot for black people, especially like in the workplace. Do you feel like you should be able to be your whole self while you're at work? Do you think that should be acceptable? Like you should be able to be just like
I feel like I should be able to, but they're not able to. I don't think they can handle it.
Do you think that what you do outside of work is okay in a professional setting?
For sure.
That's interesting. What about you, Watch? You think?
Believe that shit.
I do believe that shit. I don't do nothing that's that bad I can't bring up in that workplace. First of all, all them hoes will be fine. Second of all, we're going to get this shit straight. I'm going to run the company how the fuck I want to run this company. But nobody wants to listen to me anyway.
So I'm going to ask you this. You ain't never...
So K-Rose Ashley is fine in the workplace.
Yes, we should have a happy hour Friday.
You saw your face. Like,
yes, I think I'm happy. Yes, yes.
No.
Carol, yes it is.
No, I'm saying happy hour Ashley shouldn't probably be at work.
We ain't talking about,
He's saying that happy hour Ashley should be at work.
That's alcohol. We don't need to be drinking at work.
So you shouldn't be drinking at work. So you couldn't be like your full self. Like you know that there's a limit. There's a limit. The alcohol actually is a different person.
I'll probably get my work done. You never know.
Being drunk?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it. Actually,
I'm not drunk. I be a little tipsy.
Nigga, when you a little tipsy, you be all over the place.
Unless we fireball shots.
Yeah, so when you a little tipsy, actually, you be all over the place. Ain't no way you get
I get work done.
You been drunk and got work done before?
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't. I've started some work while I was drunk, like, doing work at home. But it don't work that way. Like,
okay, maybe Carol's actually shouldn't be in there.
Right, and I think that's what I'm saying. Okay, so there's different levels of you that go different places, right? Are there different levels that go different places? I'm asking both of y'all. Like, are there different levels of you that go different
everywhere? Yes, I got a church level, work level.
Yeah, you're
trap level, 3rd ward level, 5th ward level.
But that goes to another question. Whatever. It's like, are you willing to, are you able to adapt to all your situations and surroundings?
Yes.
Like
boyfriend level.
Well, because some people don't adapt. Some people be like, no, I'm a real nigga and this is who I am, this and that. and they like that. Since day one, they like that everywhere they go. Versus, you know what I'm saying? I know the people that
I like them.
That's cool. I'm saying they in the same spot they've been in for the past 20 years too.
Do you think people that are real niggas like that you like? You think they're gonna get like promotions and move up?
They probably don't have a job.
They keep it real.
That's my nigga.
They keep it real.
Yeah, they keep it real.
I ain't say they work in corporate and shit, but you know.
I think that's what I'm talking about though. Like I'm talking about corporate jobs. You think people in corporate jobs should be acting a damn nigga? Like,
I wish more corporate people would be real and stop bullshitting me.
That's true too.
Hell.
I'll give you that.
It goes both ways.
Just be like, no, black girl, we need you to sit here and do our damn work.
I related to when we worked at the airport.
Okay. That's bringing me back.
Yeah. Worked at the airport, whatever, and it was like, you know, I had some partners.
We was 18.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I had to think how I was. I just like
no, but it's the fact that, like I said, I think about that. I didn't code switch for that job, right? I just recognize, like, I know where I'm at. Let me just do my job and keep. But like I said, I had partners that was.
But Ella, you don't code switch ever. To be honest, you just do the same thing.
Hey, that's how you get by. But
so what you trying to say about Alan?
I'm just not white. It's cool.
Yeah. Alan acts the same regardless anyway. Even at Heroes.
It's cool.
Hey, I mean that works though.
He don't move.
If that's who you are, that makes it easier for you.
But I'm looking at this part, right? Because some people code switch. Some people feel like code switching or being a certain way, feel like you're kissing the ass and stuff like that. That you gotta be a kiss up, all this other shit.
Oh, I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm saying, like I said, I use that example for the airport is, I remember like they had me in another area than everybody else that I was cool with, right? They was at the little ticket thing or whatever, acting the ass, just being like, keeping it real. It's like that.
Oh,
and it was like,
your homeboys were on some like ghetto shit.
Yeah, they was like some keep it real shit. And like, where manager shit was like, oh, people start saying shit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Where they used to come back my area and talk to me, and I'd just be doing my job, whatever. And it went to the point where the manager would come talk to me like, hey, so what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Alan was white.
Yeah, I'll just do my job, whatever, and just kind of keep it moving. Like, I'm really not trying to have a conversation with you other than this job. I'm trying to keep it moving. Yeah. To the point where, like, they promoted me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? My father's like, damn, how the fuck you get out there? I just do the job. I ain't out here at the gate chucking the job.
He found out we don't do no work where we were.
And that was the greatest thing ever. I used to love that. And then old people started hating on me.
Oh, yeah, they were. They were like, how the hell he get out there?
Yeah.
I was like, y'all, yeah.
But the same thing happened when I worked outside on the ramp for another company or whatever. I got promoted because the old school black dude was like, hey, you handle your business. You do this and that, right? Like, these other fools out here, and he's like, these old school black dudes, like, these other fools ain't gonna do nothing like that because they out here want to be seen.
So, how does it work in a situation at work? How does this work where you're doing everything that you're supposed to do at work and above and beyond, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see other people up here, like, basically ain't doing that shit. You doing their damn work.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't have I'm pissed. That's me and my job. I'm just pissed.
I thought you were getting to a point or something.
I'm trying to figure something out. I'm just pissed.
We've had a conversation about your job before, and I think your job is the fact that you are a black woman.
Yeah.
A woman mainly, though. I feel like if you was a black guy, a black man, whatever, I feel like it wouldn't bother you at all.
I do feel like that, too.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just a workplace problem. That doesn't have nothing to do with code switch. That's just the fact they treat women, especially black women, different.
Why though? It's like but no, I work with other black women, but because they they know how to go in there and smile and laugh at bullshit ass jokes that I don't think are funny.
You don't smile and laugh at the bullshit jokes?
Not at all.
So you ain't playing the game then.
Fuck that game, man. I'm here to do my job, and that bullshit you feeding us, like I can't do that.
But this is my thing with that.
I don't even think it's funny. I can't fake that shit.
This is my thing with that.
I come and do my job.
I feel a black man, whatever, can lay in the weeds and just kind of keep to himself, whatever. And as long as he do his job.
He can keep to himself. I can't keep to myself.
Yeah, because
I'm angry.
Because I think other women be like, what's she up to? Well, other men don't care.
I was gonna say, like, being the person that doesn't get involved or doesn't laugh at the jokes, doesn't do any of that stuff, as a man, that's kind of expected. It's like, oh, okay,
I'm antisocial.
But as a woman, they
call me Sheila.
Okay, hold on. They they expect for you to be able to accommodate and kind of work your way into things. Men, they don't expect that from you. You do your job and move on because you're a man. You're not finna get involved with all the laughing and all that kind of shit.
I don't want to be involved in it either.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that this is what they think. As a woman, they probably think,
so it's sexist then. Yes. I'm supposed to be in there bullshit like, oh, you're so funny, Sarah, with your dumb ass.
It's very sexist. I mean, there's no.
I don't think that shit's funny. I'm straight.
It's not right, and it's not the way it should be, but that's what is happening.
So I gotta go in there and laugh, huh?
You don't have to, but I'm just saying that if what you're complaining about is something that is universal, it's not just you. It's universal. Like it's playing the game. Like Wash said, like sometimes people play the game and that's why they move up. But that brings me to another thing because Wash mentioned how he had like moved up and he got a promotion because he like actually he acted white while everybody else was like keeping it real. So do you feel like when you move to another level, should you feel some type of way about the people that got left behind? Because this goes in many directions. So we're gonna take it all the way there. So when you move up, because a lot of times when people move up and they go to another level, people be like, "Oh shit, look at this nigga. He didn't think he better than us." Blah blah blah. Do you think that you should feel bad for that? Like that people that kept it real are staying behind? Should you feel some type of way?
That I moved up and they didn't?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
I'm probably concerned about myself.
Questions come around because you feel like this, and you feel a responsibility. I ran into one of my head managers, whatever. Like he does another position kind of now, so we don't see him often. But he's the one that was basically my hiring manager to get me on. Yeah, it's like that black dude and stuff like that. I feel a responsibility to him, right? Because like it's very few black people in our position, whatever. So for you putting me on, right? It's like that. I feel a responsibility to be like, I need to make you look good because you took a chance on me, right? With all these other faces in this room, right? So regardless, I don't know you. We ain't family. We ain't friends, right? But I do represent you. And like when he come into the thing, whatever, and he be like, hey, we talked the other day. And I was like, man, he's like, hey, you good? You like him? Whatever. I'm like, yeah. And he told me before, he was like, hey, I hear a lot of stuff about you, right? I'm saying that's what's up. Because that makes him look good to get other people like us in. Us. Because you want to basically, we don't want to make the whole situation or the whole job position full of black people, right? Right. But you want to be like an even playing field. Because our industry, whatever, is a white industry. So it makes you feel like for that purpose. That's how I feel for it. So the next person I get.
We gotta stick together, shit.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this because I agree with that. Like we do, like if we get into a position of power and we see somebody worthy of being moved up and we are in a position to do that, I think we should help each other out. But I'll ask you this: so let's say since we're talking about people that like, not just people, just in general, when you go to work, when you have people that don't code switch, that just keep it real. Like if they come in acting however they want to act, do you feel like if you're in a position of power, you would move that person up? Just because I mean, like they may be decent, they're qualified for the job, but you know they act the ass sometimes. Would you move that person up if you're in a position of power? Would you put your name on that person and say, hey, this person, I know they act a fool, but I'm going to move them up so I can get more of us in here?
No, I would not move you up just to get more of us in here. I'm gonna move you up because you actually deserve to be moved up. Yeah. Like you can be an elevator ass, whatever the case be, right?
Right. But if you get the work done.
Like I said, because you acting an ass and somebody bring that up, like, well, they kind of ass where all that shit is always done, and they shit is top of the line, whatever. I can if I can go to bat for you in that aspect, then I will fuck with you like that. I'll be like, because I can. If anybody say anything about you, I always can refer to that. Like, hey, well, is the work done? Is this in a timely fashion? Have we had any issues on this front? If they can tell me if they have nothing to say, they're like, well, no, we have no issues with it, right? Then I don't give a fuck.
Other than Yolanda got a badass attitude and she come in here and don't speak to nobody.
But that's that. But
that's the problem. But again, I can, like, if I'm a person above there, right? I'm gonna keep on saying, well, Yolanda do the work.
And I think
how about y'all leave the hell alone?
And it depends on the industry. Because like if you're in an industry that doesn't do customer service, like let's say you're in an industry where like you're engineering, where you're building things, you're working in a lab, doing things like that, where you're not really dealing with people, but you get results, like you are producing. If you are producing at your job and you're just not a people person, And like, so that's where that code switching thing comes into play. So like, this person is like, you know, they kind of an asshole. They keep it real all the time. They act like a nigga sometimes or whatever, but they get shit done. If you're in an industry where you ain't got to deal with people, then it don't fucking matter what they do. But that's where us being empowered comes into play. Because if another person is in power and you act a nigga and they don't understand it, they're not gonna care about what you get done because they don't like the way you act. But we understand each other, so we understand this nigga might do this, blah blah blah. But look at the results.
Because I got clients and I treat my clients very well.
Right.
But I can't lie. When I go into some type of meetings, I probably do look a certain type of way. I feel like it's some bullshit that y'all trying to play me. But my numbers don't. That's what they always bring up back to you. Ashley, you just not approachable. I'm not approachable.
As long as you handle your customers with the care that you need to, that's all that matters.
I was like, but my numbers don't lie. So
I hate that, but because like that, what you're talking about, that's a small kind of case of you have a situation like that where people be like, they're gonna just pick in like by attitude, whatever, but you do your work. You say something done, whatever. You have other people that be like, man, what's this man trying to promote me, this and that? Because you act like a nigga, like, I can't, like I say, I can go to bat any day for somebody. If I'm in power, I can go back to any day for somebody if they do their work, right? Your attitude and how you do stuff, whatever, we can have a discussion about it, whatever. But I really don't give a shit. As long as the work is done, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I can go to bat for you to management, whatever.
You don't think that shit, but it ain't always like that.
No, it's not always like that. I'm just saying, like, and the other aspect of that is you have people that be like, man, nobody moving up, I'm doing my job, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might do your job, but your ass ain't never here.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? There's some other shit you got going on and stuff like, and it's like, how can I go back for you, whatever? Because they on your ass because of your skin.
Have a reason.
Well, they your skin. They on your ass because your skin color for one.
Yeah.
Don't give them another reason to be up on you, whatever.
But I do feel like, as being a black woman, I gotta stay above my game with everything. And it fucking sucks. Like, I never can like slack off because that one look, Ashley, you missed that. Well, how do you feel when you got somebody that's over you, same color as you, that's just beating you down? Because
so what ends up happening there is if you have people that
but you let Becky.
Listen. What happens is when you have people in power that are your skin color that still act like that, the reason they do that is because it's what they know. It's what they know of that position. That's what they know of the people in that industry or whatever. Like, so people above me would be like, well, I mean, I know that if I was acting that way, nobody would have promoted me, or if I did that, they would promote me. So I understand that they may be fit, but I know that everybody else is gonna look at me funny if I let them up. You know what I'm saying? So they have been conditioned to say that, okay, this is how you're supposed to act, this is how you're supposed to do everything. So if this person acts a little bit different from that, I'm okay with it, but everybody else might not be. So let me just, toe the line right here and say, nah, you need to stay where you at. Because they've been conditioned because it's the system. It's not necessarily just a person, it's a system. And old black people are the worst culprits of that. Old black people cannot stand like the way the young black people be like, I'm cool, I'm chilling, blah, blah. Like,
the fucked up thing is like, no, it's young black people like that now.
But it's still conditioning. It's being in the industry. It's being in that position.
And it's funny because I'm not stupid. Everything I hear from out your mouth sound like it's from another person. Like, it don't even sound like you've been brainwashed to sound like this bitch.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they was reviewing Higher Learning, the movie and stuff.
Yeah.
And they was talking about Lawrence Fishburne role was like his like the West Indian kind of professor, right?
Yeah.
African professor, and he was telling Omar Epps whatever. He was like, Omar Epps like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, I'm in track, blah blah blah. I'm trying to do anything. And he was like, you run this and such and such. He's like, yes, bro, you need to run faster.
Mm.
We need to do this and that. He was like, why is it always we gotta do an extra mile and a half, this and that, whatever the case may be, and stuff? Because the dude that was talking, he was like, Van Lathan. He was talking about he had a professor at Southern like that, and this dude talking about writing a paper. And he was like, well, what did you make on your ACT? Right? He was like, well, I made like a high 20 something, right? He was like, what was the highest score you can make? He's like a 34. He's like, well, why you didn't make that? Mm. He was like, well, shit, I could have studied every day, every minute, and stuff like that, whatever. And they was like, why don't you? And he was like, that's the disconnect of certain people, right? They feel like, well, these are the steps that you need to do. Why can't you do them, right? And they don't really look at all the things you have around you.
They're not realistic. And like I said, it's definitely a problem for us because we're black, but it's also a problem in general. because I work with teachers, and so like a lot of times you deal with like administrators. I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna say I'm a liaison, but I work in between administrators and teachers. And a lot of times administrators, they treat teachers like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this for your class? Why don't you do this? Mm-hmm. But those administrators ain't in the classroom with the teachers. You know what I'm saying? So like they have a disconnect, and so they don't ever look at it realistically to be like, okay, I understand what you're going through. I understand why this works this way, and I understand that you're trying to do it a different way or whatever. It's the same for like you saying, you and a supervisor, they don't understand you, and they don't care to. They don't want to because they're like, this is the rules. This is what you're supposed to do, and if you don't do it that way, then why am I gonna help you?
But the way it is like we have different rules for different people. That's how it goes. Yeah. Basically how we're set up, and that's how it's basically like that. Unfortunately.
Right,
because it's whoever makes the most money. They got different rules for them. So since this therapist makes the most money and they're white, they can get away with it. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
All those therapists are white. They can do whatever they want. But me, I have to make sure I follow all these damn guidelines you created because you said this is the way you should do it, Ashley.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the unfortunate part of the conditioning. It's what people have been conditioned to think. Like, you need to follow all the rules because you're different from everybody else. Mm-hmm. And so, like, like I said, even black people have that same conditioning where they're like,
and I'm not looking for, hey, since you're black and I'm black, I give more. But every manager I done had over me that was black was the worst damn manager ever.
But I think that, I'm not gonna say you should look for that, but I think that more black people should be under the understanding that I understand you.
We have those conversations.
But even in understanding you and understanding that you're doing everything that you can and you're doing everything you're supposed to, okay, I'm gonna help you because I see what you're doing. Because I know that nobody else definitely not gonna help you do it. So I can't be the one to just, do what everybody else is doing and still, hold you back from what you could potentially be doing. Like, as a black person, you should expect that I'm gonna be the one to help you because I understand our struggle, because I know that you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and I know none of these other motherfuckers are gonna help you, so let me help. Man, but you can't expect that from everybody.
No, but I done seen some shit that I was just like, damn, why do we do this to each other like that? Like,
because we don't know no better. Or no, we do know better, but we choose to like toe the line and shuck and drive for to make sure that we're okay. Because I want to make sure I'm okay at the end of the day.
And that's what I said. She got to watch out for herself.
They don't want to take chances on another black person messing up what they do. It's a house nigga, field nigga mentality. Like, I'm already in the house. I'm not finna help y'all escape.
And I'm the field nigga out there right now. And I swear to God, I'm about to hear it to them in these hoes. For real.
Because
we about to be free.
Because they don't want to put the spotlight on themselves too. No. Like if I'm in good over here with her, right? And then I'm trying to go to bat for you, and then now people eyes gaze to me. Like
why are you trying to?
Yeah, like you over here helping them. Like, what's up with this? Then?
Yeah.
And then like,
why she doing that?
Yeah.
So
it's okay. I don't need your help.
So basically, I mean, I guess to kind of round this out, like the biggest thing for me is that as you go into the workplace, understand that of course you're gonna have to make adjustments. You're not gonna be the same person outside of work as you are in work, but at the same time we have to start to fight this conditioning of
question.
You have to be a certain person in order to move up or do anything.
What if you at work like was about to fight somebody at work?
What does that have to do with work? What do you mean?
They
don't fit nothing in this conversation. Go ahead.
What you gonna say? We're gonna fight what? What are you gonna fight?
Okay, it does fit the conversation because why are you fighting at work? Like, why are you fighting? Period. You wrong.
Huh?
Why are you fighting?
You feel like bad kid.
If you are grown, I don't think anybody over the age of 25 has a reason to fight unless somebody harms you.
I mean, I feel like I was gonna get harmed.
No, if somebody's gonna harm you, that's an HR problem. That's not a conversation problem. It's like, okay, this needs to be filed. Like, somebody's trying to hurt me, so I need to file something. Now, if it's just somebody being disrespectful, then you found a way to be disrespectful back and handle your business.
I told her to sit her ass down.
You're not talking to the mic.
And then it became an HR problem.
Yeah, that's an HR problem.
They would not take it to an HR problem because they do not want to lose me from a dumb bitch, like, basically.
But still, like, I don't think that there's ever a reason to fight at work.
I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I'll probably
But I'm saying, like,
You just say something stupid.
You, it's like a reason to jeopardize your shit.
I know, but I was done. I was done.
You have to be in control. That's the whole point. You have to be in control. But that's a topic for another day. You have to be able to control yourself at work. Like, you got to be able to control
so
yourself.
maybe I don't use. I'm the same everywhere. Probably.
Yeah, no, you're not the same everywhere. But I think that like I said, that fighting thing is a whole other issue because
she's about to get drugged.
Once you get to a certain age and a certain
I know that, but she was about to get that bitch said some out of line shit. She was about to get drugged.
Ain't never a reason to fight nobody, especially not at work when you jeopardizing your money. I'm not jeopardizing my money for nobody. I don't give a fuck how mad they make me. I'm gonna make sure my money's straight. So that's just the end of that one. But anyway, so like the big thing is this kind of ties into the fact that when you at work or any type of social setting, you need to be able to adjust yourself accordingly. I know that people don't really like that, and it's not. I don't think it's always completely necessary, and I think that there needs to be a conditioning in society where we can be more comfortable being ourselves, no matter what the circumstance. But you have to understand what parts of yourself aren't acceptable anywhere. Like fighting, you shouldn't fight anybody anywhere, especially not at work. But you shouldn't be fighting, period, if you're wrong. Like unless, like I said, unless somebody's harming you or harming your family, unless somebody's touching you or touching your family.
She touched my heart.
Nah, hell nah. That definitely ain't a reason.
You touch your heart?
Keep your hands to yourself. That's a whole nother topic too.
She touched my cubicle, and I was like, "Bitch, didn't I tell you don't even talk to me?"
Anyway, so that's it for the code switching conversation. Anybody got anything before we get out of here?
You gotta say.
Don't fight, y'all. Don't fight at
Like
work.
military friend.
Yeah, don't fight at all.
You touch my heart.
She touched my heart.
Touch your heart, guys?
Yeah.
Woosah.
Woosah.
I'm just thinking about that goddamn day.
I know, I'm looking at you. Woosah.
I wanted to fight that bitch, and that's sad.
Nah, we won't worry about that.
Fucking dumb. Next.
As always. Because we need to get up out of here, because for you, reliving old moments, want to fight people and shit.
Actually true.
I just want to fight everybody. Fight them, nigga! Nigger. You said that shit with a hard ER.
I'm racist.
Yeah, we seen that.
Yeah.
I'm racist to everybody, so it don't count.
So you black.
It don't
That's
count.
why people say you black, you don't see no racist.
Racist to everybody.
Before you say anything else, as always, we hope you laughed a little, learned a lot. We hope it helped you find a remedy whatever's troubling you. This is What's Troubling Me podcast.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
All right,